You're about to learn some secrets that a lot of home builders don't want you to know. Hello, my name is Merle Braley, and I've been passionate about good home design and building techniques ever since I was a child, and I built my 3-story tree house. So you can imagine it was my pleasure to interview expert custom home builders John Lyle and Steve Jellycourse of MorningStar Homes. Join me now. You'll save yourself a lot of headaches and possibly thousands of dollars by watching this and all of my North Carolina home builder interviews. I'm speaking with custom home builders John Lyle and Steve Jellycourse of MorningStar Homes about high performance inside the home.
So let me bring up something else that people don't think about that is high performance on the inside of the home. If you are not an Energy Star builder, minimum building code requires insulation to be installed. It doesn't require it to be installed correctly. In fact, there's a level of tolerance with standard building code that and I believe the terminology is it has to be a first-class installation. So if you're an Energy Star builder, the insulation is thoroughly inspected to make sure it's installed correctly. So for example, is it placed around electrical outlets in the wall correctly? Another good example is that insulation comes in predetermined sizes. So for example, if you and those predetermined sizes are based on studs 16 inches and 24 inches on center. We don't do anything 24 inches, but at 16 inches on center, if you happen to have a wall cavity they are, for whatever reason, 12 inches on center, a first-class insulation means that you cut that insulation to fit exactly in there. That's not required by code. You can stuff a 16-inch wide piece of insulation in there and pass code, but it's not done correctly. Caulking, all of the base plates, the bottoms of the walls where they meet the floor, have to be caulked. That has to be done correctly. If you go flying through there and you're just running a caulking gun and leaving a bead on the floor and you don't wipe it in, you did not create a seal. You just got a nice little bead of caulk that dried on the floor and it's not sealing anything.
It looks good, but it's not performing, and that's what we're talking about is high performance homes. And
people don't think about that stuff, but that is very, very important to your utility bill, your comfort in the house.
One of the things that goes along the same vein, and I think it's appropriate to talk about it here, we're talking about things that we do, but we could just be bragging. But we're not. And here's why we're not. Because we have a third-party certifier that is not the local building inspection department. Every one of our homes are certified by a third-party independent firm that has been licensed and recognized by the EPA as a third-party certifier. And they come in and they do a series of inspections. Well, first of all, they have a whole pile of checklists that we as builders have to check off. And this is just Energy Star, by the way. We're not even talking what we call green building. It's a part of green building, but it's just the Energy Star component. And there's a whole list of items that we have to check ourselves, but it's not just self-monitoring. We have a third-party inspector who will come out at various times during the construction process and at the end of construction to make sure that we have indeed done all the things we're now telling you we do. So that home, when you get the Energy Star certification, which is a document, as well as a sticker to put on your electrical panel, this is adding value to your home, and it's certifiable value that you can get in your appraisal.
And oh, by the way, full circle back to one of the things I mentioned earlier about clients should do their due diligence and check references. We have the name of that company and the supervisor that heads that department as a reference on our list. You should call. Don't take our word for it. Call them. Call our customers. You should do that with other builders. In this day and age, too many corners are being cut out there.
Thank you, John and Steve. Let's take a break. We have plenty to talk about when we get back.